of 1,000 faces.
Yeah, all I do is pretty good, really.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready. We're rolling now.
Let's get a bit more level, man. Yeah. Ow! Okay. Ear safe. The Thomas Dolby interview. Oh, sorry.
Verify it. It's all here in writing. Down in writing. Let the hands of the press. My writing. And in the eyes of the government. My writing. I fell from grace. My writing. I too became a dissident. I was a dissident.
I wanted to make a film that was kind of about a clandestine meeting of subversive writers. And although it's got a sort of Cold War Iron Curtain flavour to it, it's really set in England, which I found was more intimidating in a way. Thomas, over the years we've seen you in various different guises, as mad professor, as inventor, explorer, and now in Dissidents as a kind of subversive writer. Would you say that you slip in and out of these various different personas with remarkable ease? Because that's what I find. When is the real Thomas Dolby going to stand up? I see this kind of parallel in a way between what I do and the silent movie heroes. I always felt that I was a kind of underdog character, you know. I wasn't the sort of macho rock star with a big codpiece and doing scissor jumps in front of the drum riser in great pools of dry ice or anything like that. And I think it was always my personality that was the best thing I had going for me, not my mug. And so that's why I saw this kind of similarity between what I was doing and the silent movie heroes, people like Chaplin and Keaton and Lloyd. Because in a way, a video is very similar. You don't have any dialogue to help you out. And so I try and get a little bit of slapstick humour into what I do. You've just actually finished a lengthy world tour. How does all of this translate into a live situation? Because you're really known more as a studio artist than a video artist. What happens when you get out there on stage? A lot of people have been introduced to me through my videos. And in the videos, there are a lot of visual associations and things going on which it would be difficult to get over live. So I tend to use some film projection on stage. And I've re-edited a lot of the footage that I ever shot to illustrate what I'm singing about on stage in screens dotted about the place. So I tend to focus people's attention first on what's happening on stage, then maybe kill the lights, bring up something on the screen and back to the stage again. At other points in the set, I'm happy just to sit there and play and sing. And some parts of the set you'll see me being a kind of latter-day Barry Manilow, just sitting playing a grand piano and singing in a song like, for example, I Scare Myself.
You, I scare myself when I'm without you. I scare myself the moment that you're gone. I scare myself and I let my thoughts run. And when I'm running, I keep thinking of you.
She Blind Me with Science was a strange phenomenon because to the Americans it was very, very English. It was like Monty Python, or else it was like Lady Di or Brideshead Revisited or something like that, you know. There was this strange English boffin character having this sort of zany time by a lake and on the psychiatrist's couch and everything. I've always felt there was a big scope to what I did. You know, at one end there was She Blind Me with Science, which was fairly shallow, fairly frivolous. At the other end there's the more experimental, more avant-garde stuff. And I've always felt that commercially the one would pay for the other. If I can interest 1 million people in my album because they hear something like She Blind Me with Science, which is very accessible, and then they go out and buy the album and find that the stuff on the album is a lot more experimental, a lot more intense, then I think that justifies it in a way.
She blinded me with science.
A lot of bands tend to still view promo videos as a means of promoting their record, just a promotional device and nothing more. And I've always seen it as a great opportunity to expand my ideas and the feelings that went into the song originally. And I think that possibly